Yeah, this is my first time going live, so I'm reading all the things that's on here. I feel like I'm one of my favorite tarot card readers. We be everywhere doing things, trying to live the life that's best for us. And we get constantly attacked for just being ourselves, being quiet, minding our business. All right, let me figure this out. So, if y'all have questions, please put them in the chat. I wouldn't. The fact that I'm even here saying put things in the chat and do this and do that is beyond me. I really like to stick to myself and be quiet, okay? But we've been getting to this point where gotta use this thing, okay? Hold on, moderation. We're not worried about all that right now. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, there was something I wanted to do before I got on here. Give me a second. Pull on through. I'm being one of those people who are, I'm like, yeah, come on through. We can talk about it. We'll get straight to it. No, hold your horses. Hold your gosh darn horses. I want to throw a little incense in the air, 'cause it smells like weed in the air. And all kinds of different things. I'm going to have to talk to them about this table. All right. And this chair, that crumbs. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, if I get kicked out because of incense, well, I deserved it because it ain't right. Anywho, okay. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, a few more things I need to read. Well, we can mute, we can share a screen, we could share, we can edit. What are we editing? Oh, okay. All right. We can change it while we're there. Cool. All right. Where shall your girl begin? Let's just start with today. Today. What led up to today? Whew. Okay, what led up to today? I got kicked out because I made two violations where I was living. Um, I was staying with I'm going to say so-called friend's house now. We used to call each other sister from another mister. Makes me want to reconsider that and think about what that really meant. But we'll have time for that later. Um, okay, two violations. The first violation that I did was I forgot to close the garage door down all the way before the dogs could possibly get out. I I was living in a house where there were six dogs, which I was eager to meet them and see them because I've been talking about them for forever and I wanted to see their personalities and all that. And I wanted to see my friend and I wanted to meet her husband because I hadn't met him. And I wanted to see the representation of who you married. We've been talking about him for forever. And by forever, look, it's probably been more than, I've probably known her for more than 10, I'm gonna say 5 to 10 years in that time frame, okay? I would have to really sit and put some dates to it. But anywho, we used to work together. To give a little background, while I was doing biometric wellness screenings across the country, and I met her in Arkansas when she was living there. All right, so second violation was today. Um, her dogs. She had a set of rules for her dog. She didn't, make sure that I closed the garage. I forgot. It totally like slipped my mind to close the garage all the way before the dogs. I opened up the door. I'm human. Like that was my first time doing that. Like I'm bound to fuck up. Like I just am. Like yeah. So anyway, that happened. Second violation was today. I left the plate of food on the floor. Not my normal thing to do. I did. So the fact that I did, um, that's that. So the reason why I'm pausing is because I believe I closed that door. So I decided to take a shower because I need to get the funk off of me, okay? And um, got up for my day. Usually I get up really early, or I've been getting up pretty early at 5 o'clock, set my alarms, and I'm observing Ramadan at this point. And um, my alarms go off, and I just cannot get out of the bed. So I'm just like, okay, God, you want me to rest? I'm going to sleep. So I got out of bed. Um, it had to be about 12:30 Eastern Standard Time about this point. And I got out of bed and I felt like, okay, I can get up and do what I need to do for the day because, like I told you guys, I started my onboarding for a life insurance agency. I've been without a job for a good while. Reasons why. So, but like I got out of bed and I was like, I'm good. Okay, let me get up and get this funk up off of me because I've been sitting in these clothes and dogs have been licking on me, and I feel dirty. So I went to go take a shower. Mind you, I said I believe I closed the door behind me. That is my usual. That is my usual. I cannot confirm or deny that I actually did it, but I'm going to say I did. All right. So I get done taking my shower and I get back to the door, which is literally across the hallway. And there are dogs in my room. And she's like, well, I think they went in there, because they might have accidentally opened it. Not accidentally, they might have went into the room. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay. Also in my head, I'm like, why didn't you call them out knowing that they're in the room? Um, so next thing I know, like I told you, the plate of food is on the floor, right? On that plate are chicken bones, like chicken wing bones. And I took a picture on Twitter last night. So if you want to see what I created, I basically poured barbecue sauce on everything from my broccoli, the chicken wings, and I had a sweet potato because I love barbecue sauce. That's my business. Um, yeah. So what do dogs naturally do? They eat chicken wings. So that was my second offense that I put dogs in jeopardy of losing their life. All right. Um, so about 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock ish Eastern Standard Time PM, I get a knock on my door saying, hey, we need to talk. Okay, what's going on? And she's like, you've done two things against my dogs and you gotta go. Like today. Something to the fact of, I can't remember what she said, like verbatim, but I, it is, I guess it's not even important to say. Um, Something about like not wanting to kick you out or something like that. But I'm like, you are kicking me out. You know that, right? She's like, yeah. Like, okay. And here's the kicker. She knows my story. like my life story. I just expressed it to her earlier that week, earlier this week, maybe last week, because it's been 2 weeks I was staying with them. And I will explain that to you as I go. Um, and she's like, well, you have until 5:30 today, March 15th, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time to basically get the fuck up out of her house. This is how I'm feeling. I'm processing like, okay, I literally only have maybe $8 in Bitcoin, 12 cents in my account. I'm literally like onboarding as she's coming in for training so I can be a life insurance agent for another company. And I'm being told to get kicked out. And she said I had until 5:30 to figure that out. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, God, here we go again. Here we are. I have been in this predicament multiple times, like too much to even be like crying about it and getting upset and trying to argue. I cannot argue with somebody when they're letting me live in their house and I know no one owes me anything. Like, I know that. And I'm not about to do that. That's too much of my time and energy. So I also asked her, I said, can I wait 2 more days till Sunday? Because I had already set up a plan so I can stay with another friend. Um, she said no. So, bet. And that is how I sent out an SOS to every place that will possibly hear me out and be able to love on me. Okay. All I have, you guys, is y'all. Like, I have family, but I don't talk to any of them. And there are reasons why I don't talk to them. They have treated me like I've trash, like I don't care. Um, Greed, jealousy, envy, and I 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, on the clock. And I'm not the kind of person to just be throwing accusations out there, but I'll just say it. I believe my family has been trying to knock me off, like kill me for life insurance money. And so, amongst being jealous, greedy, angry, resentful, whatever else negative spirit terms you want to use, they're definitely not the fruits of the spirit, okay? Um, Towards me. So I expressed this to her. She knows what's going on in my life. And she wanted me to leave today at 5:30, which caused me to, you know, pull out the SOS on Facebook, Twitter, um, Instagram. And y'all guys showed up in a major, major way. And all I could do, and I'm explaining, like, as this is all going on, I put the SOS out, y'all showed up. And I'm explaining to you. Um, Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read the chat. Are we still alive? We're still here. Intuitive. Hey, love. Thanks for showing up. Okay, I'm gonna put these down. Okay. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the love. So, yeah, this is why I got to take my glasses off because I will get ADHD. What's going on? So yes, SOS. Um, y'all showed up in a major way. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any place that I could um, get some help. Because again, like I literally had change in my Cash App account, and the way that y'all poured into my life today. Thank you, Mars. Hey, Mars. Good to see you here. Thank you. Any way that you could help, I'm mad appreciative of. So yes, so 12 cents in my account and something like that. And y'all just showed up in a major way. Enough for me to, because I'm very resourceful and because I've been in this predicament, multiple of times, more than I like to say, um, or even admit, or even be like, damn, that's my life. Um, y'all showed up to the point where I could get out of there, make moves, explain myself on what's going on to the people who care and want to know what's going on in my life. So, I was in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and that's where it took place, where I was told to get out. So now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and a little pause in the story. Mm, 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in Texas. Okay, I decided to download not Cash App, Snapchat, to get my pictures off of Snapchat because I have a whole array of pictures from when I used to travel around doing wellness screenings all across the country. And I was like, oh, I want to download these pictures and see about them, and so I can delete Snapchat and capture all my pictures into one place. Ended up chatting it with one of my frat brothers who we haven't talked in a very long time. We definitely haven't seen each other in a hot minute. I think since, well, definitely before COVID. So it had to be like 2019 we last saw each other. Um, he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, come see me. We haven't seen each other in a while." And I'm just like, "Yo, you have no idea how you're saving my life right now." Try not to cry, y'all, because I was just in a house since before Christmas where I felt unsafe. And I was just making sure that I did whatever I could to not cause any chaos or set anybody off or to put another story on me again. So we'll get to that. It's like I'm backtracking, okay? So I was in Texas and he sends me this. Thank you. Thank you, love. Thank you. Hey, Dreamy. So I'm making sure that I'm not putting my life in jeopardy. And he hits me up and says, "Hey, come visit me in DC." So, okay. That brings me to like that, I think, and he's out in the cabins doing his thing, fishing and whatnot. So he's not having really good like transmissions of technology. And so we somehow make a way and a plan out of all of that. Mind you, I don't have normal phone service. I have no. I had when I was in Texas living with again, I'm gonna call them so-called friends that are and people I used to work with. Um, when I was a teenager, they let me stay at their house because they knew my story and what was going on. Again, I'm gonna have to backtrack so much. Um, where I didn't feel safe. I I can't remember what I was saying, but I was thankful for my frat brother for hitting me up and saying, "Come see me." And so um, he got me on a flight immediately, like the next day after we caught up with each other, and got me on a flight, paid for me to get an Uber because I did not want the people I was staying with to drive me. No, no, thank you. I don't need you in my business like that after you violated me in my privacy. I feel like um, I can see where the care was there, but I feel like you still violated my privacy. Anywho, he got me on a flight. He paid for my Uber, and I had the greatest Uber talk, and we're friends on Instagram now. Mm. And he listened to me and heard my story. So I got from DC, stayed a week out with him. He paid for everything, which was shout out to him. He even helped me for today. Um, and he did all that he could to help me out today. So with DC out there for a week, that was the first time in a long time I felt like free. Like, okay, I'm okay. I'm all right. I can live life a little bit. So from DC, stayed there for about a week, and then went from there to because I'm on at this point leaving Texas to go to DC, Washington DC. I'm definitely on a faith journey. Like I'm on a big time faith journey. Like I'm here. I don't know what's next. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that I'm onboarding for my life insurance exams. No, actually not my exams, for an agency, and I will make money that way. So going from DC to my friend, I hit up my friend because she already knew what was going on in Texas, and already knew like me not talking to my parents or any of my family members. So she knew that part, and she also knew about the life insurance agency that I was once with that just treated me like crap. And she actually was a business partner of mine in the agency. So um, hit her up on no, Facebook Messenger, and let her know, hey, can I come that way, because that I would have to go back to Texas and possibly go live with those people again, or in my RV that's not workable at the moment. So anywho, that definitely have, and mind you, I don't have normal cell phone service. I definitely using Wi-Fi at the moment to make sure I can speak to you guys and hold contact. She said yes. And I was excited because again, I could be able to meet the dogs and see her partner, and meet these people and dogs that I've been talking to for years. Yeah, I hope that this is all making sense. I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm doing the best that I can. Um, so she says yes, and in this 2 week process, it has been like she doesn't really want me there. The first couple of days, I knew I was like, okay, I got to get out of here at some point. Like it's just not not for me. And put it that way. But I was just doing what I can and see if I could possibly, make some things shake while I'm there. She made me feel like I was safe there. She said that I had a good place to stay while I was there. So I believed it, because why would I not? You're my business partner. You were my friend. I've shared things. We've had laughs. I was once your leader in different spaces while we were in Arkansas working together. Why would I not believe you? But things change, I guess, or this has always been who she is. I'm trying to give y'all details. So, how it all ended up coming towards a head today, minus the dog situation. I already knew that they wanted me out the house. Like, it was so evident. And I put them on alert, like, okay, I know you want me out of your, basically, I'll be out of your hair once I sell a couple policies. Mind you, I still have to uh, do training and all that, and then start my process. So it first started off with, let me get my phone because my brain is starting to go. I've shared this story so many times. Mm, excuse me, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, people are asking me if I'm okay, so forgive me. All right. It'd probably be easier to read it, okay? Because I've said it so many freaking times. Not mad at y'all. I'm just having to explain it over and over again. It's just like, all right. So, I said, so pertaining to me staying here, by here I meant in South Carolina. When I got here a few days after they asked how long I would stay for clarification, which I respect because I've helped people stay in my house, and we need to know so we can support one another and not have a long situation where you think you're just staying here for free. I get that. I understand that. Again, I've been there, done that, helped other people, other family members exactly, to be able to stay in my house. And that's another reason why I don't believe in my parents like that, because I asked to stay in their space and they've either charged me money to be there or told me flat out no for their reasons. Okay. So anywho, they said I had until the 27th of this month to, get on out and do whatever I need to do, whatever is next. Okay. But in this time frame, in these 2 weeks, they kept asking me what my plans are, and I didn't know, like me being able to through life insurance just literally popped up, I believe, in the middle of this week. So I really had no plan, um, other than maybe sell some services and products that I have systems created for, but that wasn't even on the table. Anyway, but they kept asking what my plans are. And I basically put them on alert that I pick up what you're putting down. I'll be out there here once I'm able to sell a few insurance policies, because I just signed on to a new agency and I'm onboarding, like I've explained to you guys. And she was like, okay. Then yesterday, literally yesterday, I got a message that I need to be gone by the 21st because they didn't want the dogs barking and they could drop me off wherever. I guess whenever I would leave the room, the dogs literally would bark anytime I would come in out my room or in the room. And mind you, I was in my room more than I was outside. Like I was minding my own business. I didn't cause any issues. I'm not the kind of person. I like peace and preferably like to be in peace by myself. Um, so I was literally in my room, not paying any attention to anybody except minding my business. I would go into the kitchen to cook my food that they helped buy for me and pay for me. I had a few coins to go get some food, so I would buy some food because I like to have my independence. I'm a whole Virgo. I don't like. I'm big Virgo. Like I like making my own money and doing whatever I need to do. Okay, so I just took a little liberty for myself, and I guess they started clocking me and counting my coins in my bank account. They don't know how much I have, but they could see that I could go to the grocery store and buy me a little something, something. That's because someone gave me some money to be able to do that. All right. Anywho, so as of yesterday, they told me that they want me gone by the 21st and they didn't want the dogs barking. I even have a recording on my phone where I'm not anywhere near the dogs and they are going ham. And they would do this constantly. Okay. All right. So it didn't make sense for me not to be there, but they just wanted me out the house. And so as of today, uh, when I told you about the story about the chicken bones and the violation of the garage, um, which I understand chicken bones because it can get lodged in their throat and kill them. I get that. I'm not. oblivious to that. And I feel sorry that the dogs ate that, but I could not help that the dogs ate it if they were in my room. Anywho, um, so yeah, that is the story of what has been going on. Um, I'm really exhausted because this is not, again, this is not the first time this has happened. This is not the second time this happened. This is not the third. It has been my life story. I have literally had to depart from places without telling people how I'm leaving and how I'm going. Do 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 do. Yeah. So that that is the reason why for today I was asking for any kind of assistance from anybody that could possibly help. I'm here in this hotel until Sunday. I pray that I'm able to help my friend out, or not, my friend will help me out. Excuse me. I'm used to helping people. That my friend will help me out, and that I will be in South Carolina, but on the other side of town, other side of the state. Again, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, and I have a few little coins, to get me something to eat. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for anybody that has helped me out today. I'm tired. I'm gonna tell you this: God has been working with me in my heart while in these 2 weeks to let go of hate and resentment. I was watching a show and it was talking about resentment, and it hit me so deep. And it's like, man, I still got that on me. And even as I'm talking to y'all today, I don't. I love them. I really do. I love everybody. I love everybody, but that doesn't mean that I have to like you. And I keep that with me wherever I go. So, do I like what would happen today? No. They probably don't like me either. I'll be the villain in their story today. And I'll wear that with a badge of honor, because I don't think I deserved any of that, especially after sharing the things I have shared with you. And there are more things to be shared. So I guess this is going to be my live channel to say what I need to say to get out my story before I leave this earth. But yeah, um, I'm just glad I don't have the hate or resentment in my heart. Not one bit. I wish them well. God bless them, because God reigns on the just and unjust. They may not believe in God. They may not believe in the Holy Spirit. They may not believe what I believe. And I don't particularly care, because I know. And I believe it's been a lot of mind magic going on. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. And trying to put things in my head to make it seem like ADHD can cause all these certain things, which I can understand, it can. But we're beyond that over here. I'm great with time management. I'm great with money when I have it in my pockets. I used to be the person to blow a bag, but I would get it right back. So it didn't really like matter to me. I've been trying to apply for different jobs, didn't get them. Uh, I have been putting in all the efforts I possibly can to make sure I can be stable within me. But it seems like every time I do, I get blocked. So again, and I've been telling people this, and I don't know if they understand me when I say that God puts me on assignment. I know when I walk somewhere that I'm just like, and after a while I get a vibe, because energy doesn't lie. If you feel off about something, that's your intuition telling you, baby, peep, peep, peep what's going on. Peep the scene. Because it'd be so subtle. It'd be the littlest of things that people do that you just be like, And one of the shows that we were watching helped me get through this. Is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We were watching the new version, and one of the guys was like, when another Mr. and Mrs. Smith was about to kill the Mr. and Mrs. Smith on the show, you have to listen. You have to listen, learn, and look out, and what people are doing and saying. And I'm so motherfucking aware because of the life that I've had to live. I've been around scammers, I've been around drug dealers, I've been around all sorts of people that ain't good for me in this life. And I had to learn the lessons to get through that so I can get to right here. And another thing I had to learn was to master my breathing. Because if I didn't have all of that in the mix, I would be SOL. I'd be a hot ass mess like I've been before in my bed, crying, not being able to work, not having the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. It really is. It truly is. Thank you, Trini Time. Yeah, this has got to stop. I was praying to God earlier. I was like, God, I don't understand. Like, I understand. Like, I get it. People are hurt. People got their things going on. People see you and view you in a way. They make up stories in their head of who you are and they run with it. I don't know what that story is in her head. I think she might think I was wanting to attack her dogs, but that still ain't on me to figure that out. That is not my intentions. I was looking after your dogs in my head, and they so happened to get to this plate of food, and I forgot about the garage to be going all the way down. I don't want to hurt anybody. Period. I just don't. I don't have it in me to do that. And the only way, like, I have to protect myself. Like, so I pray, God, remove this and remove that. I might throw a little incense and maybe light a white candle just so I can protect me, not throw any harm towards them. Where once, like, having the hate and resentment in our heart, it can get a little wonky, but I still don't want anybody hurt. But I want God to do what His will is. Excuse me, what Spirit's will is. That's what I want, because that's what I want and desire for my life. What God wants for me. So I believe for me to speak today. I've been holding this back for a long time. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I just don't. I guess I was afraid that I would get attacked even more. Which look, at this point, I know I know it's coming, so I know what to look for and how to protect myself at all times. Yeah. The lessons, the life lessons. Um, I'm grateful for you guys who showed up and on the chat with me and wanted to speak and know what was going on. For those who listen later, I pray this is a coherent story. It's a lot. And I will be back to share other parts of my story. Um, I want to share more, but it's just too much of the time. So, um, you taught me some invaluable skills to find more peace over the last month, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I can give that to you because of what I've experienced. I thank God for that. Thank you for being a light in places. Thank you all in the chat have been a light in my life to be like, oh, I need to be aware of this. Oh, I need to not go that way. Oh, pay attention. So thank you guys. Um, yeah, I'll be back. There is more to this story. I have been, it's been nonstop since I'll say 2020, but it's been before 2020. But it's now that my eyesight and all the things that have come into play to see what's been really going on. I love y'all very deeply. I like y'all. So, yeah, stay cool, calm, and collected. Um, it's about to be another prayer time in a little moment. So, I'm going to say my prayers or figure something out. I'm observing Ramadan. So, if you want to jump in, jump on in. I don't have a guide, so I believe I'm doing it all the way wrong, but I'm doing what's right for me, and that means fasting and praying. So I have not had any liquids all day. I have been praying all day at set times, and I'm here. I'm alive, and I believe that God and I are direct line. Okay, and I always say that, but it is really a direct line. Okay. Peace and blessings to you all. Have a good night. If you feel like sharing this with others to help them understand what's going on possibly in their lives, so be it. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, all the social medias. So if you want to find me, I'm usually on Twitter. Cutting the rug, being a mess. Not really, but I just keep it real. All right, beautiful people. Put these things back on. Bye.